Hey Heidi!
Hey Brandon, we're back again.
Yes, and we're here at the lovely Wine Emporium in Salem, South Carolina.
You know, for me, it's a great drive up here. I get to relax. I get to think about the wine we're going to taste.
Yes, I think next month we should do it from Grits and Groceries though,
Okay.
so we can spread the love a little bit. How's
True,
that sound?
true.
So we have a wonderful. I mean, the smells coming off this meal right now are just amazing. So I'm really excited to dive in. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the first course there while I'm pouring the first wine?
So the first course is our world famous Hattie Mae tomato pie. And we've made a nice little cocktail size so that everybody, because I like a lot of crust instead of a lot of the stuff in the middle. So
You
this
have
way
been known to be
everybody gets a
crusty.
lot of crust. True. And then we have our homemade pickles with it. So these are refrigerator pickles. They're crisp and sour. And I always like to give you a challenge to pair with. So between the fat and the tomato pie and the crisp sour there, you're in trouble.
Well, I think I've done okay on this one. So this month we are featuring one winery, and that is Clinker Brick. They are located in Lodi, California. Lodi. And Lodi doesn't get the respect that Napa and Sonoma get, not even Paso Robles, because it's a little hotter, it's a little drier. So what they do out there is a little different from what they do in the other areas of California. But if you choose the right varieties of grape, you can have some beautiful wines. So they've given up on Chardonnay out there because it just doesn't get cool enough to have it, but they've started doing Albarino, which is a Spanish grape. And it is great. It has nice acidity,
Smells
nice
great.
fruit. And I think I think this will help cut through the fat of the tomato pie, and the acidity will match with the pickles
really
and
nice.
cucumbers.
Going in.
Mm-hmm. Let's give this a good old try here. You know, you're not being humble when you say. I mean, you're not lying when you say that these are world famous. I have people ask me about these tomato pies like all over where I go when I say I know you.
Well, the lady who took care of us growing up would make these with the tomatoes that weren't slicing tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I loved them, and they always made me think of home.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're right. This has the right amount of crust.
yeah, I'm more of a crust girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I married a pastry chef.
You gotta get your carbs in there.
That is perfect with this.
Mm-hmm.
Great job. Super job.
Nice acidity.
I'm gonna pick up people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very tasty.
And cut.
Course 2.
Yay.
All right, what you got for us today? I'll pour some wine.
Okay, so I have smoked chicken breast. It's a skinless, boneless chicken breast, smoked, still moist, with dill sour cream, and then Parisi Farm vegetable slaw. So you can
Okay.
eat the slaw. This is always a big question. People call me and say, "Am I supposed to eat it hot or cold?" So you can eat it however you like. If you like it hot, heat it up. I like it room temperature because it's hot, and so I love a room temperature plate this time of year.
Okay, sounds good to me. Well, we're pairing that. So again, Clinker Brick Winery, and said, you know, the grapes that do better in warm climates do better out there in Lodi. This is a good example. This is a Southern French varietal known as Carignan. And it does really well with hot, dry weather, just like they have in southern parts of France. So what you get is a very rich, flavorful, full-bodied red that I think will match really well with the smokiness that you have on this chicken here. Let's taste the wine before we eat that.
Is it? So it's South Lodi?
It's in the San Joaquin, Sacramento River
Okay.
Delta area, so closer to Sacramento. So one of the things you'll notice about these wines is they're not shy. You know, there's not any subtlety going on here. They are full flavored, very bold, which goes well with flavors like smokiness.
That's really good together.
I'll have to catch up with you. Tell me, the vegetables, you get those from a farm nearby,
So
near your
we
restaurant.
have a local farmer. They're in Abbeville County. It's Parisi Farms, and the daughter has taken over the farm pretty much. And so they grow about 80% of our vegetables. So these are we have tricolored carrots in there. We have zucchini, yellow squash, golden zucchini, which really confused my son. That zucchini could be yellow, but so there are a lot of things that he'll learn are very confusing in life. And then we have a little pecans that came out of our yard. They're toasted in butter and some seasoning. And I love the dill cream too.
Nothing says the early part of the growing season more than like squash.
And I like it when it's
So
crisp
fresh.
like this.
So fresh and delicious.
I didn't eat lunch today waiting for this, so.
And with this wine, just sort of complements it all.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. All right, so, you know, my favorite dessert. Like I said, once again,
yeah.
that's why I married a pastry chef.
Yeah, I figured. So I want to talk about this. So there are some people who might have some wine knowledge, and they're going to go Zinfandel with this cake, and
Oh, I think Zinfandel with anything.
they're not completely wrong. And if you feel that this is not a good match for you, then you have two desserts. Have some cake, and then go back to wine like it's an after dinner drink and have the Zinfandel after dinner. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I think Zinfandel with its fruitiness and its boldness, especially this one, the Old Ghost from Clinker Brick, which is very strong, very bold in its flavors. A lot of jamminess going on there. I think it goes well with cake. If you don't, then you have two desserts, and it'll be just as much fun as it was. So,
I've never been a Zinfandel. I didn't like.
I didn't either.
I love the chew of it.
To me, it seems like it is really the most quintessential Californian
It's
wine.
a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, no, high alcohol, high flavor.
Yeah.
You know, so. See that berry flavor that you get there? I think it goes great with dessert.
We should
Even
put some
chocolate.
blackberries with the cake. That's like that blackberry
Well,
taste.
you know, there is that, but your cakes usually don't need much help, to be honest with you. So, what is
Oh,
this
look at
one
you
this
and your
week?
fork.
What is it this
So
week?
this is a lemon coconut cake. And so it has coconut milk in the cake. And lemon.
See, I want to see how it goes.
Oh, I think they're good together. I really like the heat from the alcohol. I'm a Zinfandel person though.
No, I love them together. I don't think that the sugar in the cake overpowers this at all. It has plenty on its own, and it actually sort of is buoyed. The flavors of these actually come out a little bit because they're buoyed by the flavors of the cake.
Once again, you're a genius, Brandon.
Well, let's not get carried away. You know?
Oh, no, you're a genius.
But no, I love doing these with you, and I hope that everybody at home is having as much fun with these as we do. And we'll continue to bring them to you. Matter of fact, we were just talking about what we're going to do next month. So.
Next month I've got brisket. Everybody loves brisket. So I figure that's a good July one.
Yeah, that does sound good. Well, I'm sure I'll find some beautiful ones to go with that will really complement it. But we hope to see you again in July for the Grits and Groceries and Wine Emporium Pairing and Sharing. Cheers.